See what we gonna do. All right, peace and blessings. Let's begin. Let's see who's here with us. Is there anyone here? Hey, Rosanna, how are you? How are you doing tonight? Hala, how are you? Good to see you guys. Last week I missed you. I made a mistake when I put the time for my weekly address. I put like 11 a.m. instead of p.m. So I missed you guys last week. But that was a mistake on my part. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Yeah. Yeah, it was a silly mistake. But I never made that mistake before. I don't think I've ever even spoke to anybody during the day. Yeah, everything's up and running now. Everything's up and running now. But I feel guilty. I was supposed to. I put that I was gonna do like a lecture during the day, and I meant to be at night. Now I feel like I owe everybody a daytime lecture because I didn't even know. I ended up missing out on people who showed up for it. So we'll wait a couple of minutes, see if we get any more people coming in, any more stragglers. But let me just say, peace and blessings to everybody. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody's healthy. Hope everybody's avoiding that wicked COVID. Taking care of yourselves, wearing your masks, eating lots of fruits and vegetables. I've decided to go back to mostly plant based diet. I'm not gonna eat meat anymore. I'm just gonna eat just fish. I'm gonna do just the fish thing for a little while. Try to get a little healthier, strengthen my immune system, slim down a little bit. I put on a little COVID weight, little quarantine weight. Let's give it another minute or so. See if anybody else joins us. And what we're gonna do tonight is we're basically gonna do. Yeah, we're all trying to find balance. You're right. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Especially during these trying times, it's hard to find balance when the world is so topsy turvy. Has anybody had any really tough emotional moments during this whole thing where you really felt like you were struggling emotionally? I know I have. I definitely have. It's been a real rough period for me. Yeah, Lisa, yes. Beth, yes. Yeah, it's been a real rough ride for me. Rosanna, you too. Yeah, I know during this whole quarantine thing. Well, actually, right before quarantine hit, me and my wife separated. Had to move out of the house, and I'm crashing with a friend of mine, and that was really emotionally stressful. I went through a real tough period of time, but I just kept my mind focused on positivity. Reminded myself to stay mindful. I kept grinding, kept trying to grow my business, kept trying to, empower myself, and I feel rejuvenated. I definitely feel a second wind coming on. I definitely made it through that dark period. So if you've been through a rough period during this quarantine, understand you're not alone. And I don't mind opening up and sharing my story with you guys. I think it's important that you realize that we're all in this together. Gotta keep going, but also you gotta heal too. You gotta make sure you heal, and that's the most important part. Because so many of us we keep going and keep pushing, but that's we keep going with the pain, we keep going with the scars. We have to heal. It's very important that we look within ourselves and heal. So let's see. We're 4 minutes in. I think this is probably everybody who's going to show up for this meditation. So we're going to do a meditation that I call dissolving into the eternal. And the reason why I wanted to do a meditation with that particular theme is because quite often we feel like we're carrying so much. We feel like we have this huge burden on us. We're accumulating all this stress, accumulating all this trauma, accumulating the whole weight of the world on our shoulders. Sometimes we feel like we just need to let go. But really, what we need to let go of is our thought process. Need to let go of our fear. Need to let go of everything within us that's holding us back from confronting the situation, dealing with the situation, and overcoming the situation. So I think sometimes it's important to train yourself psychologically to just let go of yourself, not just let go of the situation, but let go of yourself or the illusion of yourself, and just kind of float backwards into your mind, into that eternal place within us, that beautiful place of the soul within us. And I'm not saying we should retreat there and escape there, but to dissolve into the eternal, realizing our power within, so that when we come out of the meditation, come out of the trance, we're able to face the real world, make better decisions, and see things with a deeper sense of clarity. So that's what I want us to do for a little while for this meditation. I want us to just dissolve, go through a process and a ritual. We can just let go of ourselves, so we can let go of all the stuff that's stressing us out and all the things we think are stressing us out. Some of the things that we're holding on to that's stressing us out might not even be as important as we think. And it's important to have these moments where we can just fall back a little bit, relax a little bit, and just free ourselves from these illusions and these cages of our perception. Now, so a few of us in here tonight. If anybody would like to put some money in the pot for a donation, I really appreciate it. My plan is to take all these donations, accumulate some money so I can self-publish a book. I'm in talks now with a couple of self-publishing companies. There's one called Proven Publishing by a guy I know. I don't know him personally, but I read some of his self-published books. Really great guy, smart guy, named Dr. Sujan Das. He's published some books. There's another company that I found through Instagram that like self-publishes small books and illustrates those books. I've contacted them. I haven't heard back from them as of yet. But thank you very much for the donation, Roseanne. I appreciate it. If I don't hear back from anybody within the next couple of, I say, weeks, I'm not gonna wait too long. I'm gonna just reach out. I reached out to a printer place today, and if I have to just pay some money to get something printed up for myself that I can show to schools and distribute to schools, I'll just take that route. I would prefer to have a full, real, substantive book. But if I can't get a substantive, like full book, then I'll publish it myself in a nice. It'll be a decent. I don't have it laying around, but I have like a little booklet that I want to show you guys as an example of how my book would look when I self-publish it or when I get it printed out. It won't look all cheap and flimsy. It'll look kind of nice. It'll look like what it is, and it'll look kind of nice and sturdy. I have a guy who illustrate, and I actually was contacted by somebody through Insight Timer, who saw a couple of my live streams, and she was nice enough to say, you know what, I'll edit the book for you for free. She said she just wanted to read it, and she edited it for me. So that'd be absolutely wonderful once I get that going. So I'm going to send her the manuscript sometime next week. I have an illustrator. He said he'll charge me a good price for some illustrations. I only need a few. Chrissy, how you doing? And then if I don't hear anything within like 2 weeks, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm just gonna jump the gun and print them out myself. It won't have an official barcode on the back, but I'll start selling them to people and I'll start distributing them to people into schools and be ready to rock and roll. And I'll show it to you guys first before anybody else gets it. So, but anyhow, enough of that chatter. You didn't come to hear my chatter. You came here to clear your minds, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So let's begin by sitting up straight, or if you're lying down, that's absolutely fine. Relax yourself. Be aware of what's happening to your body right now. So often we stress ourselves out, and then we store all the stress in our muscles, store the stress in our neck, store the stress in our mind. So first, let's start off by just looking around you, letting the sensations of the body become your primary focus so that you can clear your mind. How does the texture of your clothes feel against your skin? How does the weight of your body feel in your chair, on your bed, on your couch? Wherever you are, just notice the weight of your body being drawn down by gravity. Notice all the places in your body where you're storing tension. Let the tension in your shoulders go. Let the tension in your neck go. Let the tension in your stomach go. Release the tension in your hands. Release the tension in your legs, lower back, hips. Relax your entire body from top to bottom. Even relax your face. This is your opportunity to build a deeper relationship with your mind and body. Your body communicates through pain, through tension, and through relaxation. Let your body communicate its pleasure at this moment just through relaxation. Let your body communicate pleasure. Your mind communicates in its activity, in its imagery. Let your mind communicate through a deep sense of calm. Let your mind grow quiet. Just as the body gets weary, the mind gets weary as well. Let the mind rest and just observe. And as you observe the mind and observe the body, realize that if you can observe the mind and observe the body, your true self, your consciousness, must exist beyond both of them. You're watching the body, therefore you're not the body. You're watching the mind, and therefore you are not the mind. What are you? You are the being. You are pure consciousness itself. And you become so drawn in the grandiose displays of the mind, and so drawn into the pleasures and pain of the body, you forget who you truly are. In the thoughts and sensations in the whirlwind of perception, you've forgotten who you are, haven't you? So if you are not the body, just imagine the body going, slowly fading, slowly, slowly, slowly fading. Imagine first your face disappears, and then your neck and your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your legs. Imagine all of it slowly disappearing and dissolving like a sugar cube in the water, breaking apart into fine particles, into atoms, and then liquefying, and then becoming one with the water. Become one with the ocean of eternity. Let your body become one with the ocean of eternity. As if you don't need it anymore. At least not now. Now imagine your mind. If the body can go so easily and is made of matter, imagine the mind, insubstantial as it is, can go away just as easily. And your thoughts slowly, slowly, slowly become quieter, quieter and quieter, until eventually they fade into silence. What are these thoughts anyway? Memories of experiences and recitations of outside stimulation, jokes from TV shows, melodies from songs, traditions from your culture. But none of it is truly you. All of it is external. And therefore, if it's all external, just release it. Just release it. this mind of yours is no use right now. And here you are, wonderfully alone, separated from mind and body, truly, truly, truly at peace. This is your true self, completely relaxed, unbothered, without attribute. There are no thoughts here, no emotions. Pure being, pure consciousness. You exist, but you exist beyond space and time. You have no form. Form can only confine you. It can only hold you. But you are without dimension and cannot be held. There is no thought. Thought can only distract you. But you have released your mind, and your thoughts do not need to be held. Your emotions can only distract you, deceive you. In this of your truest self, you see beyond all illusions. You see true reality, and the true reality is this. Pure consciousness is true reality. True consciousness is the seed of the physical world, the seed of the spiritual world. All things spring forth from the infinite wellspring of your true self. You ask yourself, how long have I been? How long have I existed? How long have I been here? It does not matter. Time is not real. There is no rubric to measure you, the length of your life. You go back to the beginning and beyond, to the end and beyond. Dissolve into the eternal. Let go of the finite I and become the infinite I am. Being without attribute, you are all things. Being without form, you inhabit all forms. You cannot be defined. You are the Atman, you are the Brahma, you are the Tao. You are the divine spirit, you are the temple. You are the worshiper in the altar, in the house of worship, in the God. All things flow through you and in you and are you. And yet you are transcendent and eternal. As your awareness broadens and deepens, you no longer need words. There is no desire to categorize and describe. You are content simply being. You are content simply being. Let go of everything you thought you were, everything you think you are. Let go of the finite I and be the infinite I am. Your mind has no place here. Here is no place. This is not the time for your emotions. There's no time here. There is no poetry to describe this. You are all that exists. Who are you going to describe this feeling to? There is no beginning to you. No need to seek an origin story. There is no end to you. No need for any scary prophecies. There's just peace. Not simply peace in the sense of an absence of stress, but peace in the sense of true being. Your being is peace. Your being is stillness. In every situation, in every location, everywhere, every time, everyone. Your true self is peace. Pure awareness, pure consciousness, undiluted, uncontaminated. Always there, even when the world seemed overwhelming. This, your true self, is always there. Now, in a few moments, I'm going to count to 5. And I want you to open your eyes slowly. But first, let's return to your body and return to your mind. Draw your attention to your body. Become aware once again of the sensations of the air moving against your skin, the sensation of the temperature of the room, the feeling of the weight of your body in your chair or on your bed. The vibration of sound. I not only hear sound, but I feel the sounds. My entire body is listening. How does the air feel as it goes into your nose and into your chest? Now, as you become more aware of your body, your mind will slowly begin to reawaken. It will still be calm, it will still be quiet, but you'll notice that it's thinking again, calculating again. Where the mind goes, the body goes. Where the body goes, the mind goes. Return your consciousness back to the mind and the body. And just for a moment, just enjoy the lure of this feeling of returning. And in this moment, as you return to thought and to physical sensation, understand this is the reason why God created the universe. Now I will count to 5. Open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. All right, everybody. Stretch out if you need to. Move your shoulders a little bit if you need to. How is everyone feeling? I feel a tremendous sense of peace. I don't even want to move. Rosanna, you're very welcome. Hala, you feel centered. Peace and blessings. Thank you. I feel real good. Does anybody have any questions before we end our session? And remember that I do 2 sessions on Wednesday. Did I get contacted by spirit? Good question, Lisa. I've had some interesting spiritual experiences throughout my life. I feel like I've been on this path since I was a kid. I won't freak anybody out by telling you some of the stuff I've experienced and been through, but I've definitely had some experiences that some would describe as either insanity and some would describe as being contacted by higher power, certain energies, ancestral, and whatever term you want to use. Yeah, I've had some cool experiences. I've had some really interesting experiences. Even before I started really deeply meditating in my adult life, even as a child, there were certain things that were kind of beautiful. Lisa, what kind of, I mean, if you don't mind sharing, what kind of things have you experienced, or do you feel like it's you'd be exposing too much? Because sometimes it's uncomfortable talking about it because I don't want people thinking I'm nuts. You love to hear my stories. Um. Okay, I'll tell you. One. When I first started studying African spirituality, Um, I met someone who was supposed to teach me how to use herbs and plants to heal. His schedule is so hectic, and my schedule was so hectic, we never really sat down. But he taught me a few things, and he practiced a spiritual tradition called Yoruba. Has anybody ever heard of Yoruba or Yoruba? Well, in African spirituality and in Yoruba, which I was studying, ancestral worship is a very big part of it. So at that point in time, I started to do certain things. Like I would meditate and think about my father who passed away when I was 21, and I would focus on trying to draw him to me, um, from the spirit realm, the other side, whatever you call it. So I would have like a picture of him that I carried with me in my wallet, and I used to work third shift at my job. That was the only place I could really sit and meditate for a long time. So I would like sit and meditate for like an hour and look at his image, or I would like talk to him in my mind or pray to him. And then I started to have experiences where I started to see someone. No, I don't think it was my dad. But yeah, there was some energy. We'll call it energy. I won't say ghost. But yeah, I started to see some energy present itself to me. And the place where I work, they have clients that sleep at night. And so I would open the doors and check on the clients and stuff like that. And then like one night I'm meditating, I open my eyes and I see like somebody wave their arm real fast at me from around the corner. So I went to go check on it. I thought, oh, maybe one of the kids is playing around. I don't know. But the arm that waved at me was the arm of a young, like dark skinned black kid. And I went in the room to check on the clients, and it was like no black kids. It was like two Caucasian kids in the room. So I was like, that's strange. And it's happened like 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 nights in a row. And then one night I was in a real deep meditation trance, like very deep. And I opened my eyes, and there was someone standing over me. They were wearing like a pink and blue and white plaid shirt and some dark blue pants. And I woke up and I was like, whoa, what the heck was that? So there was something presenting itself to me. I didn't know what that meant. So I spoke to a woman who I know who's very into African spirituality. And she was saying that when spirits are presenting themselves to you, or the ancestors or whomever are presenting themselves